view the travel and tourism industry through my eyes. Welcome, one and all, to the talk show Tourism, Hospitality, and Aviation. Hello, friends. Another episode of the talk show. Today our guest is Mr. Ganesh Burde, who has got around 20 years of experience, more than 20 years of experience in the travel and aviation industry. Like everybody, he also started from a travel agency, went on to work for International Airline, and today is a project management person. What he's doing today, what is the relevant job, and what is the exact profile of job, we'll know it from him itself. Hi, Ganesh. So, what is that you do today, and what is that you head as a division?
Good evening, Sajan, and thanks for the introduction. So currently I'm working for Amadeus IT Software, which is based in Bangalore.
Okay.
So basically we are into catering airline solutions, and I'm basically doing the project management and consultation depending on the different airline projects that I'm handling. Obviously, you need a vast background to come and reach here, but yeah, it's a long way. So that's in brief about me. And if you want to, if you want me to give more introduction, I mean,
yes, we would love.
I can just add to it. Basically,
we would love to know where you started from. Also, first Garhware, on a lighter note, how was your Garhware days? Just to have a recap on something that happened 20-25 years ago. What remains with your memories?
Yes. Thank you. So basically, I completed my 12th standard, HSC, and then I did the 2 years course from Garhware. So this course was definitely a turning point for me and introduction to travel industry. And to be very fair, and I did not know basically, what travel industry is, what airline industry is when I started with the course from Garhware. And during these 2 years, this was a course which basically gave more emphasis on the practical emphasis as far as education is concerned. It was not something very theoretical. So, and again, it was more to promote jobs also in the industry. This was in 92, way back in 92. So I think it was a very a unique concept that started in the travel industry during our days or my days. And definitely, I mean, although I have worked in different places over the years, and that course is something which still I feel gave me a good exposure and good knowledge. And it was a platform, I would say, to begin my journey in travel industry. So after that Garhware course, I started working in a travel agency. And it was very interesting. I mean, in those days we had tickets where we used to issue it handwritten, physical tickets, as in manually.
Right.
We never had electronic tickets. This was way back in 94 when I started working. So, apart from that, we used to do documentation, tour consultation, pricing and all. So thanks to Garhware, all this knowledge, practical knowledge was there, and it really helped to work very smoothly in the industry. And I still feel that Garhware is doing a good job even today over these years. And I'm sure every single student who passes out from there, he can experience that, he can work comfortably in a travel agency to start with, and then a person can grow based on his or her experience and journey or career that he or she would like to make. So definitely when I started with travel agency, we had this kind of, everything was like making passports, doing the documentation for visa, issuing tickets manually. Very interesting. I mean, very hardcore experience I, had for 4 years. And then I joined WNS, World Network Services. So this was in 98. Now, as far as I remember, WNS was a back office for British Airways. And before WNS, I think AFS, which was actually back office process, started for Swissair by in collaboration with TCS.
Correct.
That was the old. These were the only two organizations, and the concept of back office. So I accidentally landed over there because I wanted to learn fair constructions and I wanted to work there. Pricing and all, and that too for firm like British Airways, it was a big thing to get a job there. So I happily took. I mean, I never knew how I started my journey, as in where I would land that, because WNS gave me a good exposure to back office airline processes, and that's how I got introduced to airline industry. I never really knew how an airline industry has so many departments internally and many processes. So I was very surprised, and I was exploring things. So I think that was a what do you call, a path breaking incident from career point of view. And definitely, I mean, I got introduced to all the back office processes, and my journey started there. I got introduced to pricing, and then after 1 or 2 years internally, I moved to a new team, revenue accounting, and I got introduced to that. So this is something where the travel industry folks or people from Garhware, they are not exposed to, which is what I feel. Because very few people, or people who joined this company, they left also, and they went back to travel agencies. Many of my friends, because it's a front office management. Either you work in a travel agency, you work in a reservation or ticketing, or you work in a hotel. But this was back office processes. It was more about data processing. It was more about data mining, and it was more about processing of reports. And so this was something new. I don't know how many people were interested in exploring such thing, but I continued. I stayed here, and then I joined the airline industry after that in Dubai. I was working for Emirates Airline. So all in all, yes, I mean. So I mean, that mostly covers, like, even in airline industry like Emirates, I was into like revenue management and revenue integrity. These were the two teams. Again, it was a new concept for me. And I don't think that, we have such kind of courses, to support the students, or to support, this kind of profession. IATA do have courses for revenue management, which I discovered during, when I was working. And I also did IATA marketing.
I'll come to that.
And IATA advanced ticketing during my course.
But yes, so you started from a travel agency, you went on to be in a back office at WNS, then went on to be the airline, and then you came back and joined this project management team in Bangalore. One common question that is then the idea of asking these questions is to, as you said, we had no idea where to go and what to do. We learned it by falling and getting up again. So if this could be a guideline for youngsters, is what the idea is, whether boy or girl. So it's like a BPO or a KPO is not a place to go. That has got a social taboo. No, if you want to do a job, you should do it at a traditional travel agency, not to work for a BPO or a KPO. How do we change this mindset? And since you have worked there for a long time, what do you comment on it as such?
That's a very good question, Sajan. Actually, I discovered this profession by accidentally landing here, and I was very interested. And I took up the job, and I was interested in learning new things. Again, it depends on person if they really want to be open and flexible when they are working, because we have very few courses, even with IATA for revenue accounting. They have started now. And so students can either do from IATA, because from Garhware we don't have this option, or I don't remember if in the industry somebody has introduced this kind of courses. I don't think so. So one is that people who have done travel management courses, they can also do an additional course of IATA certification course for revenue accounting and management. And they can start with travel agency, because travel agency is the base of all the airline in travel industry. I mean, you work either for airline or, not everybody gets a job in airline directly. So travel agency job, I would say, is something very baseline. It makes you, it introduces you to the travel world, airline world as well, right from ticketing or any kind of job.
Mm-hmm.
And this 1 or 2 years of experience will definitely help you to land into, revenue accounting as well. So nowadays, in fact, for revenue accounting, they are looking someone with a travel agency background, 1 or 2 years. I was not aware when I was, I landed up after very long time, after 4-5 years. And nowadays, in fact, they are picking up students from travel agency or the professionals from travel agency, because at least they know the basic, they know the ticketing, they know what happens in a PNR or a reservation, what is fare construction. And similarly, in a back office processing, in a revenue accounting, you need to learn proration, you know, uh, you need to learn the process and the various modules which are there. There are different applications, there are competitions, like, we have different role players like Amadeus, Sabre, Galileo, uh, uh, we have Lufthansa system, we have Mona Lisa, NIIT, all these players we have. So people are not introduced to back office. So if somebody really wants to get into this field, they can do the basic Garware, the travel agency course. They can do the IATA course for additional knowledge on revenue accounting. But even if they work for a travel agency for 1 or 2 years, they'll be definitely picked up for this kind of a job. Now, again, it's up to the person how to excel himself and take up as a career, because there are a lot of options. I mean, you can work in different modules. You can come up. You can become a consultant. You can actually join the IT industry for solutioning, and also as a business analyst. So there are various branches and options that can open up eventually.
Yeah.
So students, I'm sure students will have option. I mean, they are not exposed this, or maybe they need to be made aware. That's what I feel.
Yes, the idea of this talk show is to become that platform where they get the information of how they can go making their career. We'll have it in part 2 from your advice and your guidance to viewers who are watching it, of how they can start a career in the aviation in the part 2. But and the part 1, I want to, before we go into the next part, I would like to know, through the year, in the 20 years time that you have had work experience and you got experience and you got into the industry, what is that one thing you would say this factor is very crucial, which I learned through my experience, which could be a which could be a signboard to youngsters that yes, we got to get this. Anything that kind of a concept that is there that you have learned to 20 years, this is very important.
So definitely, I mean, as a youngster, as in when you're out of the college, you have some ideas about travel agency, where you want to be. Every student wants to be. And at that time, I don't think, even when I landed here, I had no really idea that I will be doing this kind of work. The only thing that attracted me to this field was that there are very few players in the industry, and this is a very complex, data handling as far as revenue accounting is concerned, and there are a lot of analytical reports or processes that needs to be handled and managed. So really, if students are interested in learning and taking up, or if they are open to accept this, once they are exposed or if they are made aware, I mean, definitely, I mean, if you ask me what was something that attracted me, was that the data management, as in it's very complex. Every day you are learning something new about the industry. There are so many, and the software is changing. There are a lot of development. You deal with the IT people. So these things I really like. Probably I could not enjoy this kind of a role or a job in a front office management, because there you're mainly into customer facing role. Either you're issuing the tickets, you're facing the customers, or you're taking the bookings of the, nowadays everything is on internet, things have changed. So the role is also changing. So I feel the tour industry is opening up a big time now. And, as far as the learning curve is concerned, in the reservation and ticketing or in a hotel industry, if you ask me, the learning curve is less. After a certain time, you're kind of, after a few years, you'll feel you're doing the same job. But in back office processes, it does not happen that, because the data is complex and it keeps on changing. There are new updates. You have to upgrade yourself. So you have to keep on learning. So if any student or if somebody who likes to do this kind of a job, who likes to, do investigations, who likes to do analysis, work with the IT guys, I think this is the path for them, So this is something which I liked about this industry. I'm not sure how many people will like it.
Yeah, the last question, part one. You have been to different places around the world to work. I know that you have been on assignments. You have worked in Dubai for 3-4 years. You worked in India. So what's the difference in work culture in India as compared to other nations? Is there a major difference in the two, or is it all the same as far as work culture is concerned?
No, the work culture is very different because I was in Dubai. I worked for Emirates Airlines. So it was a very multinational environment where I think in Emirates Airlines, everybody knows more than 100 nationalities are working at different roles, at different positions. So my experience was that when I was in Dubai, you have to work within the time. The output is more, the productivity is more, very focused, kind of a role. Whereas in India, we sometimes drag on things. And the kind of job that we do, sometimes we take a longer time. So efficiency wise, I will say I was more productive and efficient when I was in Dubai, because the kind of role, the kind of setup and the organization, again, it depends on the principle of the organization. So, I mean, definitely, I mean, this kind of cultural and even the way of working changes from place to place. So in India now things are improving. There are many good companies coming up. So I have seen that now in like many good companies, the atmosphere is getting more professional and more efficient. Things are getting automated. So in fact, in India, I feel the role for IT is increasing on a higher side, to be very honest. So definitely in future, because in ticketing and all, there is no growth per se. After a certain time, everything is getting automated, everything is getting on internet. So definitely people, the IT industry as well, this knowledge can be, and people can explore. I mean, it's like there are various options that are opening up, that I would say. So yes, there is cultural and professional approach is there when you work abroad, and you learn a lot. That I would say.
Right. So in a nutshell, we would say if any person is in the young and he's worked in India for 1 or 2 years, he gets an opportunity to work abroad, you should be going there, getting that exposure. It works a lot, isn't it? Am I right? In a nutshell.
Yes, I agree with you. I mean, the younger you are and you get a good opportunity abroad, I would say take it, because you get to learn a lot when you're young. You get to travel, you get to see the place, you get to know people, and it's always good to work with multicultural environment so that you understand the customer psychology, you understand the people. When you grow in your roles and you handle different kind of customers, it becomes very easy for you to mix with them and think differently. Unless you are just working in India for many number of years, your thinking will not change unless you don't travel. So travel does teaches you a lot, and being a part of travel and tourism industry, I feel.
Volume.
I'm sorry, I think there was a disturbance. There's a call that's incoming. So every single student who passes out of Garware or any other travel tourism course, definitely he or she, if she gets an opportunity to travel. I would suggest please use that, and use your experience, and
Okay.
it's not necessary that everybody to start your own business. You can give so many jobs, whether it's in India or anywhere.
Right. Right.
So it helps you to be more professional, and gives you a good exposure. So if you travel in a younger age, I would say it's good. I mean, it's a plus point.
Right. Ganesh, there is some audio connectivity problem, I think. But yes, I will end the part one with Mr. Ganesh Murde today because he will rejoin us some other day, in which we will speak more about what is airfares and ticketing subject all about in your curriculum, and his advice and guidance. If you want to walk his path into the aviation industry, how do we start? Where do we go? How do we begin a career in this part of the sector of aviation is what we'll have in part two. All right, Ganesh. Yeah, unfortunately, I think the audio wasn't that friendly with us today. Next time when we meet, I believe that could also be right. Thank you so much for being with us, and thank you for being so supportive.
Thank you, Sajan. Yeah, thank you, Sajan. Definitely we'll catch up again. And sorry for the audio. Sometimes there was a bit disturbance. There was a call that was coming in. Yeah. So definitely looking forward for the next part. Yeah.
Thank you.